Photographic evidence, Earth-based analogues and lunar scale comparison. The lunar surface is studded with craters. The diameters of the lunar craters had been measured accurately and the values are well known. Photographs of these craters taken along with the astronauts and the other Earth-based objects prove the expansion occurred to the astronauts and the Earth-based objects. This is an image of the 140 meters wide head crater. The image shows the Apollo 12 astronaut Alan Bean standing just 2 feet away from the rim of the crater. This is the 110-meter wide open-air theater located at Sicily. There is a man standing near the rim. It is quite easy to visualize the size of the theater in comparison to that of the man standing and vice versa. Similarly, the head crater in relation to Alan Bean could also be visualized. Along with the 140 meters wide head crater, astronaut Bean should appear as just a speck as it appears in the Sicily open-air theater. This is the 140 meters wide cricket stadium located at Mohali, Chandigarh, India. There are several spectators standing or sitting in the cricket stadium and each spectator appears as a speck. It is quite easy to visualize the size of the stadium in comparison to that of a spectator and vice versa. Similarly, the head crater in relation to Alan Bean could also be visualized. In this 140-meter diameter head crater image, the foot impressions of astronaut Alan Bean are clearly and predominantly visible. Does it not seem strange that each footprint should be so distinguishable? In a cricket stadium panorama photograph, it would be an exercise in futility to try to identify footprints. This is the panorama of the 110 meters Spur crater visited by the Apollo 15 astronauts. Lunar rover vehicle was parked at the rim of the Spur crater. The length of lunar rover, as we know, is 3 meters. In this image, the Spur crater size could be compared with the length of the lunar rover vehicle. We find that the Spur crater falls far short of the enormity expected of a 110-meter diameter crater when seen alongside the 3-meter length lunar rover vehicle. This is Valentine's Park cricket ground with many cars parked within it. A typical cricket ground has a diameter of 130 meters. The above cricket ground can be compared with 110-meter diameter Spur crater with the lunar rover, similar size of a car. We can find that the Spur crater hardly has the enormity a 110-meter crater should have. This indirectly implies that the lunar rover and the astronauts had enormous size while on the moon. Apollo 16 Plum crater. This is a panoramic view of the 50 meters diameter Plum crater. Astronaut Charles Duke was standing near the rim of the crater. In this image, it is possible to visualize and to measure the proportionate and relative sizes of the astronaut and the crater, one using the other as a scale. It becomes pretty clear that the crater appears rather small while the astronaut is huge. This is a photograph of the 50 meters wide open-air theater at IIT Chennai with people standing in it. Comparison of the astronauts and the 50-meter diameter Plum crater in with the person and the 50-meter open-air theater helps us to visualize how big the astronauts were on the surface of the moon. This is the image of Apollo 16 astronaut Charles Duke at the rim of the 100-meter Buster crater. Duke appears disproportionately large, and the crater lacks prominence what we find in a similar size crater or depression in Earth like the 110-meter wide amphitheater in Teatro Greco in Sicily. This is the 110-meter wide amphitheater in Teatro Greco in Sicily. Human scale in the photo highlights how small individuals appear next to such structures, unlike lunar images. The visual comparison of the 100-meter Buster crater and the 110-meter wide amphitheater in Teatro Greco in Sicily shows that the astronauts were in dimensionally expanded state while on the moon. The crater appeared very small when their body acted as an indirect scale. This channel has more videos to prove that the Earth-based objects are 10 times bigger while on the moon. Thanks for watching the video. To get first access to the new video, please subscribe to this channel and share with your friends and family. Don't forget to write your views in the comments.